Bonjour! That's all the French you're getting out of me. It's a beautiful sunny day here at Moonfleet Farm, so I thought I'd take the opportunity to show you around. This here is the back of the bakery barn. It's a big old barn, completely caked in ivy. People have said to me, what on earth are you doing moving to a farm in France? Well, for one thing, you get all this space, endless cycling, endless walks. You don't get anything like this in England, for what I can afford anyway. I've just been working on a sign for the farm. It's not particularly great, but it'll do, just so the postman can find us. So this is the courtyard. Take you into the centre, spin you around. Over here we have the hay barn, and next to the hay barn the horse barn and the tractor barn and the cow barn and the farmhouse and the bakery barn, all named such for very obvious reasons. I will start by showing you around the house. Into what will be the kitchen, or what was the kitchen as well. I'm going to rip out the fireplace. I'm going to pull down the ceilings, which I'm actually going to do in a minute. We're taking the walls down. We're going to have a nice open plan feel to the house. This is the old lounge. The cellar was actually born in this lounge 70 years ago. So you figure that out, my maths is terrible. There is a shower room behind that little wall. We don't really need a shower room in the lounge, so we'll get rid of that. I'm going to pull up the floors. They're a little bit rotten. Replace all the joists below. Lay new oak flooring, found all around the farm. These stairs are staying. They're solid and beautiful. I'm going to take you into what will be Rusty's room. He gets a very sunny outlook. The courtyard actually is, well, the house is south facing, and the sunset's just over there. You see the sun the whole day long. I think we'll clear up these flies before Rusty moves in, or we'll get him to do it. Ceiling, they're all coming down. The French like these wooden ceiling things. I don't think the English do very much. These floors are probably staying. See, one side of the house is beautiful solid oak flooring, and the other one's more, I think, what they call parquet, although not what we know as parquet. And it's all tongue and groove, but that's coming up. Here is the master bathroom. Yes, they're not big on bathrooms, obviously, in farmhouses. That will be an ensuite for this room. In here will be our bathroom, and you can see some of the ceilings have already been taken down. You can see the beams, some of which sort of got the beginnings of dry rot, but we'll clean them up. We're going to sandblast them, and all should be well. The views out of these windows are pretty spectacular. I need to lop a bit of that apple tree off, but yeah, you can see for miles and miles. Okay, let's move on. That fireplace is staying. It will be interesting to see what it all looks like when I'm finished, if I'm ever finished. Let me take you up into well, actually we'll go downstairs in the bakery barn. Yeah, it's a great space. It's a huge barn. It's got a lovely old fireplace there. Do something nice with that. That's going to be my carpenter table. So we hope to turn this into a gîte, or a couple of gîtes, and or other accommodation, and have lots of people come and visit. Currently it's being used as a wood store. A couple of years worth of wood there, which is a bit of a bonus. It saves me getting the chainsaw out for a while. And we've got some horse stalls which I want to get rid of. Tash would like to keep. I would probably say we might keep one for a utility room or something with a kitchen next to it. But if anyone has any ideas as to what we could do with that space for accommodation or anything that works with guests, then please write in. Let me take you up into the top of the barn. And it's a great space up here. I found lots of wooden flooring and beams that I'm going to cut up and use for stairs up into the attic, which we'll be putting in. This floor's seen better days. I expect lots of wood needs replacing here. The roof needs replacing. Currently we don't have the money to do it, so we might try and do some sort of crowdfunding or Kickstarter campaign to assist us in getting our writer's retreat off the ground. That's the idea with the place. Some sort of creative escape for those who just want a different type of holiday. People that don't just want to go and sit on a beach, which is perfectly nice, but sometimes there's more to life. The hay barn over there, where I'm currently living in my caravan, I would like to see it as some sort of theatre, stretching back with seating out here, and have shows, and local schools do shows and so forth and so on. Let me take you into the horse barn. We're going to use these stones, I believe, anyway it's my idea, for the fireplace in the lounge, just to build a nice big grand fireplace. Let me take you up here. Whee! And the roof here is in pretty good nick. Needs a bit of patching up. That can't be said so much for the floor in here. It's been the victim of wood beetle. That's probably not the right name for it, but you know what I mean. Some little bugger beetle's eating it all. It's pretty cold out here at the moment. There's a bit of frost last night. A couple of ducks. They get eaten, so don't get too attached. Chickens live out here at the moment, and we're going to have chickens and goats. Might get a pig or something like that. Our land extends to here and goes down that pathway there, so it goes all the way to the end, over to the rabbit hutches over there, and yeah, that's it. It's not a huge area. It goes a little bit behind the house. We'd like to try and buy this area here off of a farmer called Andre. He bought this off Monsieur Frin, the seller of the farm, as part of a land deal. So we'll try and get that one day. It'll mean a lot to us for a tennis court and basketball court and that sort of thing. I'm just going to open the barn doors to the tractor barn. They're incredible doors, but they're also incredibly heavy. Ooh, and then I'll take you inside. Right, so in here, beautiful big space. This is where Monsieur Frank eats his chicken feed at the moment. I'm sure all of that will be moving out at some point. I'm collecting all wood for flooring and some worktops here. Be used in the kitchen for a kitchen island and the like. Let's go up into the top of the tractor barn. It's a nice space. It's nice and dry because it's got a asbestos roof on it at the moment, which will need to be professionally removed if it ever needs to be, and I expect it will. Okay, let me take you next door into the other part of the tractor barn where they used to make some sort of cider or something here. You can see the markings of the bottles. In here we also have some little bats. I found a bat over in a space behind the house. I named him Batistuta, but I'll have to come up with a different name for these two. I wonder if they're fruit bats. If anyone knows, let me know. Thank you. Anyway, this little barn here, it's incredible. It's very, very old. They look like some sort of torture devices there. It'll probably just be like a 10-man cinema or something like that. We'll just have a cinema room. These beams, look at the size of that. My goodness. It's as big as my mate Gary's arms. Yeah, it's good. Right, let's keep going. There's a few of these lean-tos around. They're gonna be torn down. I'm gonna use the wood for flooring again, and doors and anything that I need wood for. This is the cow barn. Again, for obvious reasons. There's a nice concrete area around here. I'm just going to make a makeshift basketball area for now and in the short term. In the long term, this will be swimming pool area. Catches the sun all day long in the summer. The sun's a bit low at the moment in the winter. So let me take you inside the cow barn. This is one of my favourite spaces up here, and it was a real wow for me the first time I saw it. Ignore the roof at the moment, I'll talk about that in a minute. So the top of the cow barn is just a magnificent space. Like I said, the first time I saw it kind of just made me want to have the farm and live here. I want to open all of that roof up with glass. That's the dream. And have nice views over the hills and enjoy the stars. We've got some sort of makeshift water catching system here, because obviously there are a lot of holes in the roof, which we would like to fix one day. The sunset's over there. I might have already mentioned that, but just around the corner actually from that barn. But we can see it setting and it's a gorgeous sight. Okay, I'm going to take you up into what will be Tash's and my bedroom, which I said earlier I will need to build stairs up to from the hallway upstairs. It's an incredible space. These old A-frames. The roofer said to me yesterday, "So you're cutting these A-frames?" No, I'll just duck. That's going to be a really lovely space. Let me show you outside the view. I love I love this. Just a wooden peg for the window. We've actually got one of the best views of the house out here, actually. I'm going to enjoy that. Right, yeah, we're going to put in 2 or 3 Velux windows up here, and hopefully it'll be a good dry space by the time we're done. Oh bloody hell, I'll do that later. Okay, there's a bit more to see. Not much more, so bear with me. Sorry it's a long video. There's a few little sort of cubby hole areas. There was a water pump there which fed into the well, but Monsieur Frin sold that. There's a funny little room here. I'm sure they've all had a purpose over the years. This is 200 years old, so this was possibly a pigsty once upon a time, and it still is a bloody pigsty. There's a little space up here adjoining to the cow barn. I think I'd like to have it as like writing pods or something with views over there, just so that people can come and find some peace and quiet and write to their heart's content. The outlook at the house from here is really cool, actually. It's a ginormous roof. We're lucky enough to have a new roof on the house already, so that's a real bonus. I'm just walking you along our boundary line. We've got a nice apple tree there. We've got apple trees, pear trees, peach trees, cherry trees, so we should be okay for fruit in the summer. Just going to show you one more thing, and that is this well. Probably 200 or 300 years old itself. Let's have a look. Yeah, look at it, it's beautiful. All the way down there. Don't drop the GoPro, Wedge. Tash will kill you. Right. C'est bon. So, that's Moonfleet Farm. Hope you've enjoyed the tour, and I will speak to you again soon. Have a good day. Bye.